Hello, Capricorn. This is your January 2022. Buttons felt the need. I had to do this 3 times because Button felt the need to come up in the video and literally right here on the table, she put her paws up and look at me. And she's never done that before. So Capricorn, I don't know if you have a pet, if you want a pet. I don't know if your pet is maybe on the other side, on the rainbow bridge. But maybe there's a message here for you about your pet's missing you, or some of you are definitely consoling yourself with a pet. So that's pretty evident. Something very strong about a pet, because I've done almost all 12 signs, and this is the only time that she wanted to do that. So, Capricorn, getting started with your January 2022. We're going to still talk about the situation. For some of you Capricorns, you know what? I'm just going to say, wait a second. Wait a second. Back up for a minute. And I need you to examine the whole situation really closely. Because it's showing me that, Capricorn, with this relationship, and for those of you single, I'll get to you. But with the ones in a relationship, even the ones that aren't together right now, but you're still considering this person your partner. So I'm going to say, in this relationship, for some of you, you know what you've been through, and you know how hard it's been. But at the same time, Capricorn, even though you know all that, you're still struggling, and you have the Two of Pentacles, your first card. You're still struggling with a decision. And that decision is still affected by your broken heart. What I'm trying to show you, Capricorn, is that you're wanting to move toward this person, and you're wanting to have things turn out as a happily ever after. I get it. But I also see that, Capricorn, that you're wanting, at some point, you're wanting to move forward quick. You're full speed ahead. You're like a train that's going down the tracks, picking up speed. And I get it. But you also kind of know the risks that are going to be involved here. I feel like, Capricorn, that for some of you, these risks are involved, even though you're willing to go forward, even though you have had premonitions or you've had dreams that make a lot of sense to you about your partner, they're still not sure about what they're doing. For some of you, the pain of knowing that there was other people involved, the feeling as if you played the fool because you feel that somebody may have made a fool of you. Capricorn, there's no such thing as being a fool when it comes to love, because if you gave your true heart, your true soul, and all your energy to this person because you were madly in love with them, because that's how you felt, there's no shame in that game. There is no shame in that game. The only shame is really going to be about the person who wasn't willing to receive, accept, and enjoy the love you had to offer. Take a moment to feel sorry for them, because you know what a great person you are. And you know what you were bringing to the table. But I'm going to, Capricorn, I'm going to tell you that you also know what your partner was doing. Yep, you already know it. I don't have to tell you. You know the cards well enough. You watch enough videos. You already know that answer. For some of you, you got involved with this person even knowing. Now, shame on you. Shame on you. If you're the one, you got involved knowing they had another partner. For some of you, knowing they had a partner and children. Shame on you. And you'll expect this person to come toward you and then be faithful to you? Really? Based on what? What evidence is going to be used to base that theory on? For some of you, your evidence will not support your beliefs. For some of you, you are creating an imaginative scenario that is pretty much next to impossible. Yet you claim you can't manifest money, health, and all this other stuff. But you think that you can manifest somebody to be loyal and faithful to you after they've done what they've done? Leopards don't usually change their spots too often. There has to be a big moment. There has to be an unsettledness. In order for things to work out the way you planned, that had to happen. You know what that card is. I don't have to tell you. That had to happen. It either had to happen in the relationship that they're in currently, or it had to happen with you. But either way, a decision is going to have to be made here. This decision is going to be whether or not this person decides to walk away from everything they've lost and come toward you, or this person is going to have to decide that even though they made a huge mess of their life with their situation they were currently in, that they're going to maybe go back to that and try to repair it for some of you. For some of you, this person doesn't care who they hurt. They're taking what they need. They're worrying about themselves, and they're heading in a new direction. Now, for some of you, feeling quite overwhelmed at this time with the entire situation. For some of you, you just keep hanging around, waiting for this person to show back up. Waiting for this person to make a decision. Right now, you two may be in a battle, in an argument, in a disagreement. For some of you, you're still insistent in trying to bring them towards you. For some of you, you have been putting the work in for quite some times. Maybe 8 months. For some of you, 8 years. For some of you, 8 weeks. That's simple. I don't think there's too many for 8 days. But what I can say is that you're going to get to a point where you get so close to this person. Oh, yeah. You might have even been praying about it at the church. There might have been other people that you were talking to. But at the same time, you're going to get the opportunity. It's going to come. You're going to get the opportunity to speak to this person. I don't know if you're dealing with a Pisces. I don't know if you're dealing with a water sign. But you're going to get an opportunity to talk to this person. And they're going to make an offer. And just as they go to make that offer, something is going to hit you like a ton of bricks. Something is going to hit you like a ton of bricks. And it's going to be a wake-up call. It's going to be the time where you finally realized last minute that you found your strength in the matter. You were able to make a good choice, a good decision. For a lot of you, just as you're ready and thinking that you're ready to make up with this person, allow this person back in, accept their offer and all that, something's going to hit you like, you know what? They left me out in the cold. They've done this so many times. They've gone back to that other person. Now they're going to leave the other person out in the cold and come toward me. For how long? Because every time they come back, it's only for a little while. And then they find an excuse or make an argument again so that they can leave and go back to the other person. So they keep coming back and forth and back and forth. For some of you, it just keeps happening. For some of you, you're going to figure out that the opportunities that are presenting themselves may not in fact be an opportunity, but a lesson. For some of you, pay attention, because when you ignore this person, They are going to continue to message you, to travel towards you, try to have communication, go back and forth, argue their point. For a lot of you, you're willing to take a risk here. You're willing to take a risk, and this unnecessary risk is going to either crash and burn, or for some of you, last minute, you're going to decide to turn the hell around and go back where you were. You're going to change your mind last minute and say, you know what? I don't want to meet them. I don't want to contact them. I really don't want to do this. You're going to get a pit feeling in your stomach, like an empty pit. Something that's going to really make your stomach kind of hurt and realize that this isn't what I want. Now, for those of you single, there is family coming around. There's a reason to gather. There's something coming up of a celebration. For some of you, this celebration could be a wedding that you're going to because somebody's willing to share something with somebody else. For a lot of you singles, Capricorns, understand that you've been spending too much time by yourself. You need to get out more. You need to socialize more. You need to start having fun. You need to find a reason to celebrate yourself, celebrate your family. For some of you, you've been concentrating a lot on your money. Maybe you've been working really hard, just focused on work and home and changing things around, buying new things. For some of you, it's about just trying to save up for something. It's like, you know what? I'm tired of always being broke. I just want to be in a better place. For some of you, unfortunately, you've been dealing with addictions. Whether it's drinking, smoking, drugging, whatever it is that you're doing, gambling, something, sex addictions, porn addictions. Something's going on here. Something's going on that's not really healthy. A lot of you are feeling kind of embarrassed to go talk to somebody about it, to get help about it. You think there's no other people out there like you going through the same thing, because there are many, many. That's why there are certain, in particular, therapists out there to help you. They understand. They get it. For a lot of you single Capricorns, the Knight of Cups is right there around the corner. That came out for a lot of people, a lot of different signs. But the Knight of Cups wants to come, somebody's coming from afar. But this is somebody that's not unfamiliar. This is someone you know. This is somebody you know who wants to bring you happiness. This is somebody who's wanting to plant their feet, plant roots. This is somebody who wants to stay here. This is somebody who isn't coming in just for a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am or sir. This person wants to stay. They want to make something work. and of course, because you got the King of Pentacles, love out of the blue. But for some of you, it can't happen until you decide to free yourself from the situation. As soon as you do that, that brick wall that you almost crashed into, for some of you, that brick wall is going to come down. So somebody's going to break the walls down. And as soon as you can break that wall down of protection, that wall of insecurity, that wall of belief that you have to stay where you are, that you're destined to be there doing that, as soon as your stinking thinking changes to believing in yourself, believing in the possibilities that are there, then you're going to find out just exactly what's behind that door, what's behind that wall.